Good to clarify that.
So what I mean is, for you then, you felt that the reason why the people didn't get it was because they didn't experience you at your quality.
No, so now with what Shafi told me is, it's dope, but no one here is for you. So my gig several months later at Blankets is to show Shafi, in fact, I do have people here for me. Okay? Now, those people who actually came for me are staring at me being like, but what's happening, girl? We kind of like this song, kind of maybe, we don't know what's happening. Because I wasn't able to translate myself properly to them.
Okay, then that's the reason. I wanted to find that you've
so they're not
it.
connected, right? And even when you go back to Shafi Kiss, the point is, remember what I've been saying, two opposing truths can exist at the same time. That could be the truth based on data from their perspective, and it could also be true that if you just play a different role, instead of gatekeeper, you be gate opener, you would have a very entirely different outcome. Equally positive, maybe even better.
So this convo is just food on food on food.
So now, we are the mamas. We're getting our makeup done like as though we are stars, and me and Sandra are having the world's largest imposter syndrome. We thank the Lord for gin and tonic. Me, I was just like feeling like I'm dying the whole time. I'm just like, I'm actually dying. Because we are meant to be here. Because first, now when we were nominated, we've had a meeting with Arthur K. I took Arthur K mikono kwenye hewa.
Yes.
It was played on the beat, I must accept.
Yeah.
Pinye played for us.
Pinye
was friends with Sandra because of Sanaipe. So Sandra and Sanaipe are cousins. So I've known Sema, Sanaipe from the jump. So we knew Pinye. So Pinye played for us mikono kwenye hewa. And I really thank God, because no one would have ever had that song if Pinye hadn't played it the way he did. And then I think it kind of seeded into some matatus. I'm not so sure, but not so much. But it seeded. People kind of... It never had its explosion as it could have, but iliskika somehow. The beat pia ilikuwa inasema. Haya, and then
you took it to Arthur K?
I took it to Arthur K. Arthur K is like dope. He sent it to MTV, and MTV played it.
And that we have to say that already. That's huge.
Yeah.
The fact that MTV were like, we get this. This is what we're looking for.
Yeah. So
That's
now when several
thing.
months, Arthur K comes, he's like, yo, congratulations, you know, you've been selected as a da-da-da-da-da. So he's giving me what he thinks should be now. I need you to push. It was very valuable. I feel so happy. For real, Arthur was actually really pleased with like me being selected. He's like, I think it's really cool. Your music is the kind of music like MTV is designed to push anyway, but it's also cool. Your music is cool. I was like, what? Because me, I'd heard how like Arthur is tough.
Yeah.
Me from the beginning, it was always just like, super respectful, so I feel very grateful for that. He just took the music, cool. And then now he's telling me all these things. Now you have to push, you know, you have to get your... people have to vote for you. And then I just went home and cried. I'm just like, what is Arthur talking about? Who is voting for me? Which Kenyans? Which Kenyans are these who are voting for me? Ati now me, I'm their representative. As who? Me, my shit can't even get played at Kiss, bro.
Oh, man.
So it's meant to be this thing. So Anat, I even remember us having like a crisis meeting with Sandra. Sandra is the rhythm to my life. We were sitting at Prestige. Feeling so forlorn. So like, I felt like a thing had been put on my neck. It's like, what do you mean? That now we have to advertise. Now I've been asked, shall we go together to Nigeria? Because like now Arthur needs to know like who's your manager. Like I'm like, obviously we're going together, Sandra. Now we have to wear clothes. God, how do we do this? And Pojiroso passes through. Pojiroso is our boy since USIU.
Yep.
Rosso is like, what's wrong with you guys? Are you so sad? We're like, oh, now we have to push. We're meant to be representing Kenya. I feel like it's such a mockery of the whole situation. I feel like such an imposter.
Oh, that's why you're feeling like that.
Of course, I'm feeling like an imposter. Because I've never had the validation that says that this thing is okay. I've never gotten that validation.
And we're talking from TPF days, from Musyoka.
And now you want me to go and represent this country that keeps telling me that I am not for it. How can I represent a country that has told me repeatedly, we cannot have a person like you?
Oh, man.
It's very deep.
It's so deep
it's
that
very
I'm
deep.
with my hand on my head.
Thank you.
I feel it. I'm
It's
sorry.
very deep. It was very hurtful. And Pod is like, nah, bruh. This means you're dope. You need to go and wild out. First, you guys need to be thinking about what you're wearing, who's making your dress. You have to go there. You have to MTV it. Like Pod gave us like a read. Blah, 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 blah. We're just like, okay. So at least he told us what to do. It didn't change how we felt, but we're like, okay, this is what we need to do. When MTV calls, just show up. So that's what we did. We went, we got dresses designed, whatever. By that point, now see, we are friends with more artists in the industry. We're like, okay, worst case scenario with P Unit are like lit all the time. This is gonna be fun. So there we were in Nigeria. And that's when I watched the Nigerian music industry. So I remember maybe like some seats here. This was Tiwa. So it was like me, Diamond. There was like Tiwa, Banky W, like a bunch of Nigerians, right? And
let's say this is before Diamond is a Diamond that we know.
Yeah.
In fact, he was singing the Kare chorus for Walking Up Unit.
Not even. I mean, platinums, bro. So now, I see that whenever any Nigerian wins, and Daddy Owen, so that year it was us, P Unit and Daddy Owen. I didn't really have a connection with Daddy Owen,
yeah.
but I was like, I'm riding. You're a Kenyan, I'm riding, you know. But the Nigerians gave us a lesson that day. When any one of them would go, like guys would get like, and you know what? How they play the song when you walk in to get your award, they would be like singing all the words, and I was just like, damn, these guys really like ride for one another. Hey, okay. So anyway, we didn't win our category. I think it was me. Neka was also in that category, I think. Needless to say, I didn't win the category. But that 24 hours being around the music industry, like, because for when
the
you
African
reach
music
the
industry,
African music industry at MTV, everything. Now I was in a TV production for the second time in my life, but now I was the wiser. I knew how TV productions now go.
You didn't perform, by the way.
I didn't perform, but I knew everything. It's like when you're meant to be where you're meant to be. I don't know. I don't think I presented something. I can't remember. I said something. There was something that had me to do something on the stage. I don't remember what that was. So like doing those drills, I wasn't so like medales. I don't know how to. It's like now I knew.
Yeah.
You guys are here to produce TV. In the process of producing TV, you'll also win some awards.
I get it.
And probably the people who are winning will know Akina Dibanj. Hey, it was interesting. So now just watching the music industry at that level, how people roll with teams, like what African stars look like Dibanj, bro. You know, it was interesting. It was interesting now to be in it, like, okay, as an artist, not to see it again. So that also gave me like some lessons. So it wasn't all bad. We got lit. We bought very expensive alcohol. Nigeria is so expensive. Then we came home and kept it moving.
Muthoni. So let me ask a question. You had mentioned flying out. You haven't yet flown out at this time, going to Netherlands. Because
That must have been in 20...
I feel like that's a story on its own.
So Netherlands must have been 2011.
Okay, then okay, let's...
We're right on time.
We're right on time, huh?
Yeah, because now we're in 2011, so I finished for you 2020. So always know, since 2008 until now we're in 2020, now Corona has stopped everything. My whole music life has run parallel to blankets.
I know.
It is never either or. You don't have blankets and you have artists. You just have blankets, artists, every life. So blankets was my day job and music is my other day job. So me, I'm those people who have two jobs.
What did you say? How do you define yourself again?
Polymath. It comes at a great toll. If a polymath doesn't have a supporting environment...
And just explain it in case somebody forgot what a polymath is.
A polymath is a person who is able to confidently do multiple things at the same time. So you can pursue multiple interests. So you can be a singer who's also a filmmaker, who's also a comedian, so like Patricia Kihoro is a perfect example of a polymath. She can literally do anything in the creative spectrum. She can sing like crazy, she can act, she can shoot, she can edit.
Yeah.
So those are skills, but the part of shooting is instinct. She can write, she can do stand-up.
Yeah, exactly,
so Patricia can do anything. So Patricia is very suited for, I don't know, a Hollywood role, for example, because she can do so many things. Like if they wanted to make a story about Whitney Houston, I just took. Please, I don't mean this literally, but Patricia is the kind of actor who can do that because she can do everything. She can act, she can sing, she can play.
I get.
That's a polymath. The challenge is our society understands people who know how to do one thing. You're a doctor, so you're a doctor your whole life, or you're a teacher your whole life. So when people are able to do multiple things, it's often seen like a downside. It's negative. So people spend their whole life telling you that if you could only focus. People also give you other poor advice for you have to choose either or. You don't have to choose either or, you just need to build a team. So that's what I should have been told from the beginning. Make it your life's intention to build a team from early as possible. Don't wait. There's no point of waiting. When you wait, you just have more work to do by yourself. So just start at the beginning and just go build out a team.
Okay.
So by this time I have a working team. Me, Sandra, Sam. We are the working team on blankets. We've gotten our rhythm. We've moved from Tayana. We've moved to Hillcrest.
Okay, let's talk about that move.
We moved in 2010.
What brought about that move? The 600
Nah,
guys.
600 guys. Hey, we've grown. Yeah. Let's move.